Hi guys, welcome back to another Render Tip Tuesdays. This time we are going to take a look at iridescent materials. So iridescent materials are materials that change color depending on the view direction. So here you can see a cup which I modeled and added an iridescent material to it. And as you can see on the sides, this material changes color to a yellow. As it goes to the center, where the view direction is 90 degrees, we have this bright blue color. So those materials are naturally found in gemstones. So here you can see some examples. This would be some crystals where this is a naturally occurring iridescent material. And sometimes we also use iridescent to describe colorful steel or titanium finishes. But those are usually just colored with an anodization or a heat process with stainless steel. So those are not usually actually iridescent, they're just really colorful. But we can create a actual iridescent material here in KeyShot. So as you can see, as I move around, the color changes depending on the view angle and also depending on how much light there is on the material. So for example, when there is a bright light, the blue will shine through, and if there's less light, you can see the yellow and red coming through. So you can do this in two different ways, and I'll show you both right now. So we start with a blank slate here in KeyShot, and the first way to do those iridescent materials is with an actual anodized material. So we can go to a metal and click on the little plus icon here and go to anodized. Now we can choose either aluminum or actually titanium, which is usually referred to as the rainbow metal. So here we can just take one of those anodized titaniums and just apply it to our cup. Now double click it and open the material graph window. And I'll just move that here. And in our material graph, we can change the film thickness, the film of the anodization. This means how long the metal is in the anodization bath, and the film thickness will describe the color of the material. So as you can see, you can cycle through from basically white or silver to a bright blue. So let's maybe use this gold orange that we had before. So now we need a second color. So right click on the metal and go to duplicate and add this new metal material to the label input on our surface. So this new material is now on top. So we can double click this one and change the film thickness. So we have, let's say, a bright blue. Let's go to maybe 40. So this is now our second color. And now what we want to add is a texture, color gradient. Let's rearrange it and double click on it and click C on the keyboard or click on this icon to preview the color gradient. And now we want to scroll down and change the gradient type from planar to view direction. So this basically means the bright areas of the gradient will be the surfaces that face us, and the black areas or the darker areas will be the surfaces that will face away from us. So now we can kind of adjust this however we want it. So keep in mind that the black areas are where the second material will shine through. So we can also change this later, but for now this is fine. Now go out of the preview color and connect the color gradient to the opacity of the second metal here. And as you can see, we already have the blue shining through and the yellow, which is the first metal that we added, shining through on the sides. Now we can adjust this metal material to our liking. So here we can double click and maybe even change the film thickness to maybe make it more reddish, maybe even orange color. And this looks pretty good. So as soon as we change the angle of the camera, you can see all the surfaces that are facing us will be blue, and the surfaces that are looking away from us will be yellow and reddish. So this is one way to create an iridescent metal material, but we also have a second option. So double click the cup again and go to multi-material. So we don't want to lose our first metal material which we created. So in the end I can choose between those and see which one I like more. So let's add a new material, and the standard material will be a plastic, but let's change this to multi-layer optics. So multi-layer optics material is usually made for specific lenses and lenses that you can find in glasses or camera lenses, but we will abuse it somehow and create an iridescent material. So to do this, I will add a new film. So here you can see we can layer different dielectric materials on top of each other. And what we are going to do is we just add a few. So I will add 4 new dielectric materials. So these are thin films laid on top of each other. And we will change the thickness of each of those layers to 100 nanometers. So let's change these. Next, we are going to change the color of the whole material to a black. And that basically means that this is now non-transparent. So you don't see through this material. So if we now move around, you can see that this actually is transparent. But if we let go and let it render, you can see there's no transparency. And now the last step is we take our first layer, this first one, the first dielectric one, and change the refractive index from 1.5, which is the standard number, to a higher one. So here you can see as soon as we go higher with this one, the colors will come through. So let's go to 3.5 in my case, and this is our finished iridescent material. So now we have 2 materials which we can switch between and see which one we like more. The metal material here has the advantage that I can change the roughness. So here I can actually say I don't want it as rough, and if you open the material graph, you can change the roughness of the second material also to a lower number, so it's a little bit more shiny. And the advantage of the multi-layer optics is that it's much more colorful and has a higher contrast. So if you end up using one of those techniques, feel free to tag me on the image using my Instagram handle, linked down below, so I can see what you came up with. That's it for this week's Render Tip Tuesdays. I hope you found it useful and interesting. If you did, please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe for more videos every week. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.